This is Twit.
If you're jealous of that snappy new Nexus 7, but you can't quite make the jump from your old Nexus 7 yet, good news. Brian Klug of AnandTech reports Android 4.3 manages and optimizes the tablet's flash memory better, meaning it won't get slower over time. 4.3 enables support for FS-Trim, which trims blocks not in use by the file system. The program runs regularly, keeping your flash memory optimized for input and output. You can explain that to your friends by saying it's kind of like defrag, and keeps your tablet running fast. That's the important part.
Netflix's new user profiles have begun rolling out to the Apple TV, and it lets you use your personal accounts in order to keep your viewing info and your recommendations separate from anyone else that you might share your television with. The profiles also let you set up per-account parental controls and makes the service's social features like sharing what you're watching to Facebook more useful. Your Netflix profile photo is also getting pulled in from Facebook, so choose your mug wisely.
iOS 7 Beta 4 has been out for a few days, which means people started digging into it to get some clues about the next iPhone. The latest code makes reference to biometric controls on the home button, which is in line with the rumors that the next iPhone will ship with a fingerprint sensor. 9to5Mac says the UI for the fingerprint scanning system is complete and will be used to unlock the phone.
HTC issued guidance for its third quarter, expecting around $1.67 billion to $2 billion in revenue, with an operating profit of anything from nothing to minus 8%. Last year in Q3, HTC had $168 million of operating profit. CEO Peter Chow blames the decline on higher bill of materials and operating costs, as well as inventory that needs to be cleared. Chow expects things to turn around after Q3.
Google's Chromecast, you know, that streaming video adapter that got all that attention last week, is kind of the belle of the video ball already. Vimeo and Redbox Instant both say they'll support the device, and the team at Plex Media Center are also hinting at support. But wait, there's more. Code found by Chromecast hackers indicates Chromecast may bring HBO Go to the platform. This would be in addition to users streaming media from YouTube, Netflix, and Google Play already, with a number of additional services like Pandora, AOL, and Revision 3 on the way.
You know what the U.S. smartphone market needs? Another player. Get ready for ASUS to enter the U.S. smartphone race starting next year. ASUS chairman Johnny Shi says that while they are latecomers, 2014 is a reasonable time for the company to bring its phones to the States. She didn't mention any specifics, but maybe a pad phone or phone pad is in our future.
You're saying they're a player?
Player,
no, you didn't say that. The Kingdom of Thailand just became the first country to outlaw bitcoins. Bitcoin Company Limited in Thailand recently met with the Bank of Thailand to make sure they were applying for the proper licenses and registrations in that country. After initially ruling that Bitcoin was not a currency, the bank decided that due to a lack of existing laws and capital controls, buying, selling, sending, or receiving Bitcoins is against the law in Thailand until they figure it all out. No word on when the bank plans to figure it all out.
Time Warner Cable has begun notifying customers that they'll have to pay more to rent modems from the cable company. For example, subscribers that now are on the most popular internet plan pay about $3.95 per month, and that fee will raise to $5.99 per month starting in the next billing cycle. The higher rate could generate an additional $150 million in revenue this year, so one doesn't really need to stretch the mind too hard to figure out why Time Warner is interested in this. Also, Time Warner Cable has about 12 million customers.
Buy your own modem. That's what I say. Facebook just became a game publisher. At the Casual Connect conference, Facebook announced a pilot program for small and medium game developers to provide promotional support and placement in Facebook's mobile apps. The idea is to help indie developers without the big marketing budgets to get noticed. TechCrunch reports some big names like Brainbow, Kiwi, and Gameloft are already part of the program.
Good news and bad news from Sprint's financials. The good news, Sprint reported $7.2 billion in earnings, which is its highest ever total. The bad news, Sprint took a net loss of $1.6 billion in the quarter due to shutting down Nextel and a large depreciation charge. Sprint says 4 million Nextel subscribers moved on over to Sprint since the transition started back in early 2011.